That's my Hilda girl. Hilda, come here. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. Come here, baby. She's my little baby girl. Hi. She's an adventurous girl, too. So this is not only a update video, it's also an unboxing video as well. So there are a lot of changes to Murkwood Farms. I'm going to go over a new thing that Murkwood Farms got. Opened up new possibilities for my homestead. And so the unboxing is going to reveal it. And then we'll discuss what the opportunities that this opens up for me, and possibilities and projects for the future. I come home from the nature area, and what do I see but a box before me? It's kind of like a anniversary present from my wife. And I know what it is, but I don't know what kind it is. And you're going to find out, because you guys don't even know what it is. Oh boy. Doing this with one hand. That's how you end up cutting yourself, except for these scissors are kind of dull anyway, so. Switch hands. And let me get this. Oh, come on, motherfucker. Okay, that should be enough. I should be able to tear it open from here. Oh, I got styrofoam. I've always wanted styrofoam. There's so much you can do with styrofoam. This is a lot bigger than I expected. Oh my gosh. Yep. Okay. Let me put the phone down. Give you a nice look at the ground. You can see the weeds have blown in. Okay. All right. Oh my gosh. Oh. Okay, there's the box. And there's the styrofoam. What could be underneath the styrofoam? Well, let's see. Dun, 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 dun. Holy moly, that's a big one. I wasn't expecting one that big. It looks like it's upside down. Let me turn it right side up. What this here is a printer. No, not really. It's a chicken printer. What it is a incubator. And there it is. It holds several birds. And you got I don't have a candle lighter. May have to get one of those. Some of them have built-in candle lighters. It may have one with it when I go through all the stuff. I guess I got to do that too. That's what you do in unboxing videos. Go through the stuff that comes with it. That's oh, look at this nice piece of styrofoam. Oh, isn't that nice? This is a little enema bottle. Give yourself an enema while you're hatching your eggs. This is and I think this turns it. It's got a little turner, a little motor that turns it so the eggs are turned. So should be able to fit some turkey eggs in there, chicken eggs, goose eggs. Gotta find a good supplier of eggs. I've had trouble. I've found suppliers of chicken eggs, but I'm talking like geese and stuff like that. If you know any, put in the comments below. I'd sure like to know where I could buy a few eggs at a time. I know a lot of people just sell chicks. Here's the instruction booklet. I'll probably look for YouTube videos on it and see how it's done. Okay, I got my setup, and I got some, I use these tubs to keep the babies in. I got my drinkers and my feeders, and I've got some empty coffee cans for whatever we need. The styrofoam, you keep the styrofoam because if you live in a colder area or if you're doing it in the winter, the styrofoam will insulate it. I might use the styrofoam on the bottom anyway. So here is my incubator, and I haven't really played with it, but as you can see, it's got all the little things for the, except for that piece of styrofoam, which I don't need in there. Put that over here. And then it's got a motor that turns the eggs every so many hours, I guess. I read it, but got my cord. And this is a water on the back side. There's a little hole. You squeeze water, and that way you don't have to open it, because every time you open it, you lower the temperature, and then the thing has to work to get the temperature back to the way you want it. So, and of course I got my Middle Earth map, Murkwood Farms, and there's Murkwood. So anyway, got some rabbit feed over there, and this is back of my office. So my art studio has also become a hatchery. So I'm going to do a trial run with some of my eggs from my chickens, so they'll be mutt chickens. I'm going to see if my neighbors want them. I'm just going to give them away, but I'm going to raise me some chicks here once I learn how to do it right. So that does 48 eggs. I've been looking out for suppliers for eggs too. Well, my turkeys are out here. They're all taking a nap right there. But they've been out and about. There they are, see them? And then the chickens are way in the back. The chickens just hang out in the back there. Turkeys this morning, they were out here running around. They're used to their digs and they're liking it. Oh, now they're awake. I must have woke them up. See, they're coming out. Hi, buddies. Very curious little birds. Kind of friendly, actually. I don't know if they'll stay that way. I better grab my rooster be good stick. We had a little bit of rain last night, not very much. A little sprinkle. Didn't even hardly register on my rain gauge. Now I own this property back here. I thought about building some more enclosures along back here. That's my crabapple tree. And then maybe a couple enclosures here. And then if I can put a door right here, I can make this into an enclosure. And make two enclosures in this. Basically, I would have room for 5 chicken pens and 3 or 4 turkey pens, and then raise turkeys and chickens. I'll explain when I do my talk, but yeah. So this is kind of just put together with scraps. So I'm gonna come up with some money and actually get lumber and build the legitimate ones for the turkeys. This here will always be the introduction run, maybe. I don't know. I may not need, well, I'll probably need an introduction run. Because when you integrate little babies into your flock, you can't just put babies in there. You gotta let them grow up and at least be adult size. So, as you can see behind me, that's my incubator, and I've got my brooders. I think they're called brooders, where you keep the babies. And I have lights, heat lamps that'll shine on them. I think it takes about 21 days for chicken eggs to hatch. Now I'm going to do a trial run, as I said, with some of my chicken babies, but they'll all be mutts, and I'll just give them away to neighbors or keep them for meat or something, maybe get a grow out. and grow them out. I don't know. We'll see. Um, but that's kind of what I got going on right now. So you know, when I first we first got the idea of moving out to the country like this, my thought was to have goats. That was going to be my next animal I was going to get. I got started with chickens, went to rabbits. I thought the next evolution would be goats. But we did the pros and cons of goats, and then we looked at sheep and did pros and cons there. And the cons were more higher up than the pros. And the cost is higher to raise goats. There's no profitability for raising goats. I mean, you could sell goat meat, but you need to raise a lot more to do that. And so, you know, they'd be pets that you end up eating, and who wants to do that? Emus was another idea, and I definitely went against that after finding out how friendly emus are. Friendly emus will bond with people and think people are just other emus, or think that they're people. So how are you gonna, you know, kill an animal like that? You know, and I'm not growing them just to kill them. I mean, chickens are raised for eggs, so you know there's no real benefit of killing them. I could raise chickens for meat, but you need to raise a lot of them to make it cost effective. So now that I got an incubator, this incubator will hatch. Hi, honey. Hilda's in here. This incubator will hatch 48 eggs. Well, I can buy 50 at a discount. You know, the more you buy, the cheaper they get. And a lot of these places that do sell eggs. Now, it's hard to find turkey eggs. But chicken eggs are very easy to find. Yeah, I can find the broad breast like I have now, but those are just meat production birds, and then you have to artificially fertilize them somehow. And I don't want to go through all that. And it seems like it'd probably be expensive and a hassle, and I don't want to do that. So what I plan on doing is building some more pens, and perhaps, you know, I'm already doing the Rhode Island Reds. Now I could do another breed of chicken, buy some eggs, and start another group of chickens. And, you know, perhaps Feverolles or Spotted Sussex or Buff Orpingtons for sure, because those are popular. And then maybe some more turkeys. Now I'm going to get some Narragansetts later in the summer, probably in August. So, what I can do, there I could probably get like Royal Palms and maybe have enough for 3 to 4 other turkeys. It depends on how big I want to get this thing. But then I could raise the birds, hatch them here so I get a better hatch rate. You know, I mean, the birds can be broody, but here you can save the eggs and hatch a bunch of them you want, and then say, hey, I've got this kind of turkey chicks. Anybody need any? I got this kind of chickens. And I can sell chicks as well as full-grown chickens. Now, there's good money in full-grown chickens, because people want to add chickens to their flock. They may have went to Tractor Supply and bought 4 hens, and now they're really enjoying the hens and they want more. But they don't want to get babies because it's hard. It takes a lot to integrate babies. You have to build another cage next to their cage. You know, they can put them in those little tubs like I got, but they can't stay in the tubs for more than 3 to 4 weeks. Then they start getting out. They can fly out of there, and then you're having to get them all the time. You can put a lid on there, but eventually you're going to have to take them out, and you got to have them in another enclosure so they can grow out to adulthood. You got to get them close to adult, be fully feathered, almost the size of the other chickens before you integrate them, or else, you know, they're going to get picked on and maybe even killed by the other chickens. So selling adult chickens, there is a market for that. And as chickens become more popular, people buying them at Tractor Supply, buying their little chicken thing and learning what they need for chickens. And once they learn, they're like, hey, I need more chickens. They got to buy adult chickens. See, that was my second phase. I bought my first group of chickens. And then my second group of chickens were adults that I bought. Okay, they were olive eggers. They were Americanas. And, you know, and then this time the chickens I bought them all when I first moved here. I got rid of all my chickens. Then I moved here and set up and got chickens again. This time I free range them, but if I'm going to go into the whole raising chickens for profit, then I'm not going to free range them anymore. Because, you know, you get the flocks mixed, how you can tell which eggs are which. You want to keep them by species. So that's my next step. My next step is to, you know, raise chickens. I had a brain fart there. My next step is to raise chickens by species. And then I can actually show chickens, just like I show rabbits if I wanted to. Keep them from being mutt chickens. It'd be just like if you raised a bunch of dogs and you had Dachshunds and you had fox terriers and pugs. You wouldn't want them interbreeding, you know. So it'd be the same as that. Anyway, this is going to be a long video, so I hope you have a good day and a better tomorrow.